Welcome back. Good morning. It's 9:15, and one of the most anticipated moments in election 2016 is just 2 days away. The first presidential debate set for Monday evening. What can we expect from Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump as they go head-to-head for the first time? Well, joining me now to talk about it is Rick Mullaney. He's the director of public policy of the Public Policy Institute at Jacksonville University. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
So this is the day we've been waiting for months between these two. What should we expect out of Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump?
This is a big moment. The past audiences have been 15 to 25 million on the GOP side. You could see 100 million people watching this debate. It is probably the most anticipated debate in U.S. history. And I think on the Donald Trump side, one question is which Donald Trump is going to show up? And this is a new format for him. One-on-one is different for Donald Trump. No audience participation is different for Donald Trump. And the question is, at the end of the night, if Donald Trump can convey that he is presidential, that he's because the narrative has been that he's unsuited, not fit to be presidential, then he will have had a good night. But it's a challenging format for him. For Hillary Clinton, she should play to her strength. She has experience in this arena, and she's a very good debater, very articulate. She did this in 2008 in the presidential race. The key for Hillary Clinton is what are those unscripted moments going to look like? Because in the Democratic debate, she was very dominant when she was not challenged. She became somewhat defensive when she was. And with Donald Trump, you can probably expect that she'll be challenged.
Now, do you really think Donald Trump can remain calm for the whole 90 minutes? Does he need to, or should he try to appeal to his base and get a little feisty up there?
One of the differences in this format is that it's not just about his base. This is a much broader audience. And for Donald Trump, he's going to have to make some strategic decisions. But I expect that the Donald Trump you saw in Mexico when he met with the Mexican president is what his campaign is striving for. They need to convey a sense of that he is presidential, that he is fit for office, because the narrative has been that he's temperamentally not well-suited. Hillary Clinton, on the other hand, I expect will go after Donald Trump, and she should, particularly on policy matters, and because he can be very undisciplined. So the question is, how disciplined can Donald Trump be? And with the gender difference, how does he go after her in a way that's a little bit different than the way he went after Ted Cruz or, let's say, Jeb Bush?
And kind of unexpected for the Hillary Clinton camp, the race has really tightened here over the last few weeks. I mean, is she vulnerable Monday night?
There is no doubt that the race has tightened. She's still in a very strong position. But as far as vulnerability goes, this is a very, very big debate. I tend to think that most debates are overrated in terms of their impact, but this one potentially could have a very big impact on the race. Nearly 19% of the electorate is either undecided or with a third party. That means there's some people out there that can be persuaded. There are Republicans who are unconvinced. If they come away from the debate saying, you know, I could see him as president, he will have had a big night. But this is a format that favors Hillary Clinton. She's very experienced in this arena.
And quickly before we let you go, do you think a third-party candidate like Gary Johnson should have been allowed in?
Well, there's a threshold for that. There's 15%, and they did not reach that threshold. But they do present a very strong policy discussion for that debate. It would have been very interesting to have them there. I know they're hoping to be there for the second debate. We're very fortunate at Jacksonville University with Kent Justice to moderate a town hall with Bill Well this week. They would add a lot to it. But for Monday night, it's going to be mano a mano, and it'll be very interesting to see what happens.
Possibly, as you predict, up to 100 million people watching. So, Rick Mullaney, thank you so much for coming in to give us that unique perspective this morning. And you can see the first presidential debate live right here on Channel 4. It starts at 9 o'clock Monday night on the campus of Hofstra University. And if you're going to be away from your television, do not fret. You can stream that debate live on news4jax.com. And after the debate, we're going to bring you expert analysis as well as a live report from the debate site in New York.